I gaze the north, it bids the spirit think. Each cresting wave becomes a stanza's line. Two souls entwined where starlight meets the brine. No haste, no chain, quills hush alone replies. Each breath a vow that fogs the pain with sighs. Inspire me, cafe of the sea's repose, where thought unfurls like velvet kelp that grows. Hands rest yet pulse, let vision softly breathe. Thou art the flame I never shall unsheathe. Lanterns sway, we rhyme in golden gleam. Best can cool the twilight, air shall dream. Inspire me, gentle and near, play it low, eternal ear. Yeah. The siren song is whispered in thy tone. Each note a reef where coral dreams have grown. A drop of brine becomes a comet's wave. Each syllable a tide that none can break. No haste, no chain, quills hush alone replies. Each breath a vow that fogs the pain with sighs. Inspire me, cafe of the sea's repose, where thought unfurls like velvet kelp that grows. Hands rest yet pulse, let vision softly breathe. Thou art the flame I never shall unsheathe. The lanterns sway, we rhyme in golden gleam. Best canticle the twilight air shall dream. Inspire me, gentle and near, play it low, eternal ear. When Neptune's trident stirs the midnight deep, we'll ride the surge to verses none can keep. One final crest, one lingering glance, our odyssey sustains its endless dance. Inspire me, cafe of the sea's repose, where thought unfurls like velvet kelp that grows. Hands rest yet pulse, let vision softly breathe. Thou art the flame I never shall unsheathe. Lanterns sway, we rhyme in golden gleam. Best canticle the twilight air shall dream. Inspire me, gentle and near, play it low, eternal ear. Yeah. The final swell retreats with parchment side, yet in our veins the ocean never dies. Eternal, boundless, ever in our eyes. Fluorescent humming in the midnight hour, neon oranges in a plastic pile. You push a car with a lazy hand, checking labels you don't understand. Loose hoodie hair in a crooked tie, you catch me laughing at the cereal signs. You say, I guess this is how grown-ups cope, buying snacks instead of hope. We don't need a reason to be here, just a quiet place to disappear. We can fall in love with ordinary light, talking by the freezers in the middle of the night. All the heavy thoughts you carried in, we can leave them by the bargain bin. We can let the softest moments win, while the hum of the fridges drowns the din. I don't need a perfect scene to start, just this late night aisle in your open heart. check out blinking like a timid star. You toss candy in with the oat milk jar. I scan each item like a secret word. We laugh at how the beep sounds so absurd. You say, sometimes I feel like I'm behind, like I took the wrong train in my mind. I slide the bags to you one by one, say maybe this is where we've just begun. You breathe out slow like you're making space for a softer version of this place. We can fall in love with ordinary light, talking by the freezers in the middle of the night. All the heavy thoughts you carried in, we can leave them by the bargain bin. We can let the softest moments win, while the hum of the fridges drowns the din. I don't need a perfect scene to start, just this late night aisle in your open heart. Let the world chase neon downtown bars. We got quiet shelves and ceiling stars, tasty bags rustling like waves on sand as you brush past and catch my hand. If tomorrow throws you in a louder stream full of ticking clocks and crowded dreams, close your eyes and hear this gentle store where the only rush is the automatic door. Walk slow, let the moments stack, tiny treasures in a paper sack. Walk slow, keep this in your chest, how the smallest nights can feel like rest. We can fall in love with ordinary light, talking by the freezers in the middle of the night. All the heavy thoughts you carried in, we can leave them by the bargain bin. We can let the softest moments win, while the hum of the fridges drowns the din. I don't need a perfect scene to start, just this late night aisle in your open heart. Street outside quiet when the doors slide wide, moon riding home in the passenger side. If the day gets loud and pulls you apart, I'll meet you where the aisles reset your heart. Soft rain ticking on the window glass, loose paint tubes in a tangled mess. You're on the floor in an old white tee, brush in your hand, color on your knee. Canvas leaning on the bedroom wall, half-drawn skyline, not much at all. You sigh, I never finish what I start. I say, that's still a piece of your heart. We don't have to turn this into gold. We can let the moment just unfold. We can let the colors run, mix your worries with the sun. Every little doubt that fills your head, we can paint it softer instead. We can let the daylight blur around the edges where you're unsure. I don't need a masterpiece from you, just the way you show up in this room. Radio low on a distant tune, warm light drifting through the afternoon. You draw lines that don't connect quite right, then laugh quietly at the crooked sight. You say, I'm scared, I'm only halfway done, like you're chasing some perfected someone. I dip the brush in a gentle blue, say halfway still a piece of you. You're breathing slow like you're almost free from the picture that you thought you'd be. We can let the colors run, mix your worries with the sun. Every little doubt that fills your head, we can paint it softer instead. We can let the daylight blur around the edges where you're unsure. I don't need a masterpiece from you, one stroke more. We can name each shade across your hand after things you never planned. If tomorrow pulls you into sharper lines, perfect angles, unforgiving signs, close your eyes and feel this quiet hue where the canvas didn't argue with you. Let it drip, let it stay, let your thoughts fade into gray. Let it drip, don't erase, there is beauty in this place. We can let the colors run, mix your worries with the sun. Every little doubt that fills your head, we can paint it softer instead. We can let the daylight blur around the edges where you're unsure. I don't need a masterpiece from you, just the way you show up in this room. Soft rain slowing on the window glass, shadows stretching as the hours pass. If the world feels too sharp too soon, come back to this half-painted room. Neon dripping on the windshield glass, foam clouds sliding as the brushes pass. You sit sideways in the passenger seat, bare feet cross tap into the beat. And tunnel lights turning water into stars, world outside blurring into soft guitar. You say, my head's been stuck on full speed. I say, let this slow be all you need. We don't have to talk it into shape. We can let the colors do their thing. We can let the water fall, watch the noise off, clean it all. Every heavy echo in your mind, we can let it soften, let it slide. We can watch the rainbow foam, turn this car into a home. I don't need to fix what you've been through, just to sit in all this light with you. Speakers humming on a gentle line, dashboard glowing in a faded shine. You trace raindrops on the fogged up pane, draw a heart then hide it with your name. You say I'm tired of being always strong, holding every piece when things go wrong. I touch your arm where your pulse runs fast, say you can't let it go and still last. You breathe in deep like the night's brand new, like the sky just folded into you. We can let the water fall, watch the noise off, clean it all. Every heavy echo in your mind, we can let it soften, let it slide. We can watch the rainbow foam, turn this car into a home. I don't need to fix what you've been through, just to sit in all this light with you. Let the outside world be streaks and lines, rushing past the glass in quiet signs. We can count the seconds in between, where your heart beats softer than it seems. If tomorrow pulls you back to speed, into all the faces and the needs, close your eyes and hear this steady rain, where your shoulders finally drop the strain. Breathe slow, let the engine hum. You don't have to outrun anyone. Breathe slow, let the colors move. You're enough with nothing left to prove. We can let the water fall, watch the noise off, clean it all. Every heavy echo in your mind,
light sliding on the quiet street, river humming underneath our feet. You lean over on the rusted rail, breath in clouds hoodie zip halfway. Coffee lit warm in your shaky hands, trucks roll past like a distant band. You say my thoughts keep running in a loop, I say let the water take a few. We don't have to name what's going on, we can just stand here till it's gone. We can let this little bridge hold the weight you never did. Every crowded echo in your chest, we can lay it where the currents rest. Let the sun rise, paint your face, turn the noise down, shift the pace. I don't need a braver, brighter you, just the one who's watching this view. Light flicker giving up its glow, birdsong testing out a softer note. You trace lines in the peel paint flake, tiny maps of all your almost breaks. You say I'm scared I'll never get it right, living halfway in my head at night. I tap my knuckles on the metal frame, say you're allowed to not have it explain. You breathe in slow like the air turned kind, like the edge got wider in your mind. We can let this little bridge hold the weight you never did. Every crowded echo in your chest, we can lay it where the currents rest. Let the sun rise, paint your face, turn the noise down, shift the pace. I don't need a braver, brighter you, just the one who's watching this view. Let the town stay sleepy up the hill, all its doorbells, all its bills. We can count the ripples as they glide, name them after days you stayed alive. If tomorrow pulls you into speed again, schedule those doorways, how you've been. Close your eyes and hear this gentle sound, where your pulse moves softer with the ground. Lean in, let your shoulders fall, you don't have to hold it all. Lean in, let the river move, you're enough with nothing left to prove. We can let this little bridge hold the weight you never did. Every crowded echo in your chest, we can lay it where the currents rest. Let the sun rise, paint your face, turn the noise down, shift the pace. I don't need a braver, brighter, just the one who's watching this view. Morning traffic starting down the road, sky turned gold on your tired bones. If the world feels heavier than it should, come back where this small bridge held you good. Neon signs are flickering on empty streets, walking past the places where we used to meet. Every corner holds a memory I can't erase, but I'm learning how to find my own space. Moving forward step by step, no more living in regret. City of echoes calling out my name, nothing here will ever be the same, but I'm looking back, I'm moving on, writing myself a brand new song. City of echoes fading into night, I'll be okay, I'll be alright. Every ending is a chance to start again. City of echoes, this is not the end. Coffee shop where we would spend our that's softly falling. Every echo gets more quiet as I'm learning to stay silent. City of echoes calling out my name. Nothing here will ever be the same, but I'm not looking back, I'm moving on, writing myself a brand new song. City of echoes fading into night. I'll be okay, I'll be alright. Every ending is a chance to start again. City of echoes, this is not the end. Not the end, just the beginning. City of echoes. Golden haze on lazy shores, footprints wash away with roars, salty air, a tender kiss, moments bloom in endless bliss. Sail on whispers light and slow, where the ocean meets the glow. No anchors hold, just open sea, floating easy, you and me. Sail on whispers, let it be. Seagulls call in soft refrain, waves erase the day's old pain. Horizon bends a dreamy line, hearts entwine in quiet time. Sail on whispers light and slow, where the ocean meets the glow. No anchors hold, just open sea, floating easy, you and me. Sail on whispers, let it be. Currents carry every sign underneath the painted sky. No tomorrow, no yesterday, just the now in gentle play. Sail on whispers light and slow, where the ocean meets the glow. No anchors hold, just open sea, floating easy, you and me. Sail on whispers, let it be. Golden haze, the shores dissolve. Sail on whispers, we evolve.
Tiny balcony above a quiet street. Steam from your cup warming up your knee. city below in a watercolor blur. Taxi horn softened by the morning stir. Bare feet tucked in an old knit though loose shirt hanging off your shoulder bone. You say I wake up already in my head. I say let's start smaller here instead. We don't have to race the day, we can let it come our way. We can let the sunrise slide through the window, through your mind. All the heavy thoughts you woke up with, we can let them loose and let them drift. We can let the traffic hum be the drum your heart falls on. I don't need some brighter future, you just the one that's sitting in this view. Plant by the rail with a tilted stem. Last night's jacket on the second chair bend. You draw circles in the water ring, half-formed words you're afraid to bring. You say I keep feeling like I'm out of phase, watching everyone else find their place. I tap the railing with a lazy hand, say you're allowed to not yet understand. You breathe in slow like the air turned kind, like the sky stepped inside your mind. We can let the sunrise slide through the window, through your mind. All the heavy thoughts you woke up with, we can let them loose and let them drift. We can let the traffic hum be the drum your heart falls on. I don't need some brighter future, you just the one that's sitting in this view. Let the inbox wait behind the door. Let the headlines live without you for a little or more. We can count the rooftops one by one, name them after days you made it to the sun. If the afternoon pulls you into glare, too much talking, too much air, close your eyes and find this metal rail, where your pulse moves softer than your doubts could yell. Sway slow in your cotton sleeves, let the light land where it pleases. Stay here while the city starts, you don't have to prove your heart. We can let the sunrise slide through the window, through your mind. All the heavy thoughts you woke up with, we can let them loose and let them drift. We can let the traffic hum be the drum your heart falls on. I don't need some brighter future, you just the one that's sitting in this view. But the spot won't change if the day feels heavier than it had to do. Come back to this balcony version of you.
we're still dreaming with our eyes open wide. Your hand in mine feels like a lullaby. In this perfect chaos, you're my peaceful side. But we don't need a rush, we don't need a run. Just you and me beneath the setting sun. In this golden hour glow, time moves sweet and slow. With you I found my way back home. In this golden hour glow, let the whole world go. Together we're never alone. Maybe life's not always easy. Maybe storms will come our way, but right here in this moment, everything's okay. In this golden hour glow, in this golden hour glow, time moves sweet and slow. With you I found my way back home. In this golden hour glow, let the whole world glow. Together we're never alone. You quiet home from the old desk fan. Street below on a slower plan. You're on the floor in your office clothes. Sleeves rolled up, eyes half closed. Laptop glow on a stack of files. Loose tie hanging off your tired smile. You say I forgot how to feel at ease. I say tonight is only built for peace. We don't have to finish every line. We can let the deadlines wait outside. We can let this late night room turn your chaos into bloom. Every heavy number in your head, we can let it fade to quiet instead. We can let the screen light fall soft along the faded wall. I don't need the version that you show, just the one who's finally letting go. Sticky notes along the dusty frame, half done tasks with half clear names. You spin slowly in the rolling chair, tracing circles in the midnight air. You say I keep pretending I'm okay till the mask won't hold another day. I rest my hand gently on your knee, say you don't have to be that here with me. You breathe in like the room got wide, like there's space for all the things inside. We can let this late night room turn your chaos into bloom. Every heavy number in your head, we can let it fade to quiet instead. We can let the screen light fall soft along the faded wall. I don't need the version that tired spin, street lights blinking as the night thins. If the world feels sharper when you leave, come back to this room where you could breathe. Like a muted snare, your flannel sleeve brushes my chair. Apple cider steams in a mason jar. We're two slow verses in autumn's memoir. No rush, no frost, just the rustle of gold. Every leaf writes a story untold. Chill with me, autumn cafe glow, sweater cuffs, long hearts moving slow, hands loose, breath clouds, let the season breathe. You're the warmth I never wanna leave, falling leaves slowly hum in tune, best kinda hush beneath the harvest moon. Chill with me, mellow and near, play it soft, right here. Bookshop nook smells of paper and rain. Your finger marks the line where we remain. Lantern light paints your cheek in rust. Every page turns to us. No rush, no fuss, just the rustle of gold. Every leaf writes a story untold. Chill with me, autumn cafe glow, sweater cuffs, long hearts moving slow, hands loose, breath clouds, let the season breathe. You're the warmth I never wanna leave, falling leaves swirl, we hum in tune, best kinda hush beneath the harvest moon. Chill with me, mellow and near, play it soft, right here. Whispers through the hollow trees. We trade midden hands like silent keys. One more sip, one more glance. Let's keep this fall in a slow dance. Chill with me, autumn cafe glow, sweater cuffs, long hearts moving slow, hands loose, breath clouds, let the season breathe. You're the warmth I never wanna leave, falling leaves swirl, we hum in tune, best kinda hush beneath the harvest moon. Chill with me, mellow and near, play it soft, right here. When the last leaf drifts to the ground, we'll still be wrapped autumn bound. Late sun fading on the library glass, soft dust hanging where the moments pass. You sit cross-legged in the quiet hour, back against the shelf, half a tired smile, paperbacks leaning in a crooked row, high window catching all the amber glow. You say my mind's too full to take more in. I say then let the silence pull you in. We don't have to learn a single thing. We can let the stillness be our wings. We can let these pages breathe, hold the weight you Distant whispers from a study group. You trace titles with your fingertip. Stop on one that almost seems to fit. You say, I'm scared I won't become that much. Like there's a story you were meant to touch. I slide a book down from the upper row. Say you're already more than you can know. You breathe in slow like the air turned warm. Like your name stepped out of every storm. We can let these pages breathe. Hold the way you've had to keep. Every restless sentence in your head. We can trade it for the soft instead. We can let the lamplight fall. Silver over all it saw. I don't need a polished point of view. Just this softer version next to you. Let the outside world stay past the door. All its noise and all its scores. We can count the rows above our heads. Name them after days you got out of bed. If tomorrow pulls you back into the rush, into headlines, faces, subway crush. Close your eyes and find this wooden chair where your heartfelt scene just sitting there. Turn a page, let your shoulders drop. You don't have to reach the top. Turn a page, let the moment through. You're enough with nothing new. We can let these pages breathe. Hold the way you've had to keep. Every restless sentence in your head. We can trade it for the soft instead. We can let the lamplight fall. Silver over all it saw. I don't need a polished point of view. Just this softer version next to you. Lights blink gently as they call last time. Footsteps echo down the closing line. If the world feels louder than it should, come back where the quiet held you good.
Your laughter spills like champagne foam. Bubbles rise, we're far from home. Bare shoulders catch the coral sun. Every glance a race we've won. Kiss me here where palms collide. Tides keep time with lips that slide. No clock, no care, just salty air. Love's a flame we both can share. Kiss me here, nowhere to hide. Hammock sways and coconut shade. Fingers laced to serenade. Ocean sings our names in blue. Every wave belongs to you. Kiss me here where palms collide. Tides keep time with lips that slide. No clock, no care, just salty air. Love's a flame we both can share. kiss me here, nowhere to hide. Sun dips, slow paints gold on skin. Hearts race soft, let night begin. Promise sealed in twilight's hush. You're my forever, gentle rush. Kiss me here, where palms collide. Tides keep time with lips that slide. No clock, no care, just salty air. Love's a flame we both can share. Kiss me here, nowhere to hide. Stars ignite, the skies are red. Kiss me here, nothing left unsaid.
Firelight dancing on the cabin wall. Candle singing like it knows it all. You're on the rug in your borrowed socks. Hands around a mug that's still too hot. Pine trees leaning on the window frame. Snow pile quiet on the porch, rail grain. You say my mind's been crowded all week through. I say we can let it be here too. Nobody's waiting on the other side. It's just you and I in this slow night. We can let this mountainside hush, untangle all your hidden in rush. Every little worry in your chest, we can lay it by the boots and call it rest. Let the ember glow, be kind, while you loosen up your mind. I don't need some perfect polished truth, just the way you breathe here in this room. Old wood creaking in a gentle sway, soft guitar leaning by the doorway. You draw patterns in the woven rug, little stories that you never dug. You say, I'm scared, I don't know who I am, chasing versions that were never in the plan. I tip your chin up from your folded knees, say who you are sitting here with me. You pull a breath like it's finally yours, like the air's been waiting at these doors. We can let this mountainside hush, untangle all your hidden in rush. Every little worry in your chest, we can lay it by the boots and call it rest. Let the ember glow, be kind, while you loosen up your mind. I don't need some perfect polished truth, just the way you breathe here in this room. Let the outside road stay out of reach, no reception, just the river's speech. We can count the knots along the beam, name them after days you thought you'd break but didn't quietly. If tomorrow pulls you back into the glare, traffic lights and recycled air, close your eyes and find this wooden floor where your shoulders dropped a little more. Lean close, let your heart be slow, you don't have to run this show. Lean close, let the night move through, there's nothing wrong with being you. We can let this mountainside hush, untangle all your hidden in rush. Every little worry in your chest, we can lay it by the boots and call it rest. Let the ember glow, be kind, while you loosen up your mind. I don't need some perfect polished truth, just the way you breathe here in this room. Soft gold, stars hang steady in the winter cold. If the world feels heavier than it should, come back to this small cabin where you're good. Late sun fading on the library glass, soft dust hanging seconds pass. You sit cross-legged in the quiet aisle, back against the shelf, half a tired smile. Paperbacks leaning in a crooked row, high window catching all the amber glow. You say my mind's too full to take more in. I say then let the silence pull you in. We don't have to learn a single thing. We can let the stillness be our wings. We can let these pages breathe, hold the weight you've had to keep, every restless sentence in your head. We can trade it for the soft instead. We can let the lamplight fall silver over all it saw. I don't need a polished point of view, just this softer version next to you. Clock hands ticking in a gentle loop, distant whispers from a study group. You trace titles with your fingertip, stop on one that almost seems to fit. You say I'm scared I won't become that much, like there's a story you were meant to touch. I slide a book down from the upper row, say you're already more than you can know. You breathe in slow like the air turned warm, like your name stepped out of every storm. We can let these pages breathe, hold the weight you've had to keep, every restless sentence in your head. We can trade it for the soft instead. We can let the lamplight fall silver over all it saw. I don't need a polished point of view, just this softer version next to you. Let the outside world stay past the door, all its noise and all its scores. We can count the rows above our heads, name them after days you got out of bed. If tomorrow pulls you back into the rush, into headlines, face a subway crush, close your eyes and find this wooden chair where your heart felt seen, just sitting there. Turn a page, let your shoulders drop. You don't have to reach the top. Turn a page, let the moment through. You're enough with nothing new. We can let these pages breathe, hold the weight you've had to keep, every restless sentence in your head. We can trade it for the soft instead. We can let the lamplight fall silver over all it saw. I don't need a polished point of view, softly as they call last time. Footsteps echo down the closing line. If the world feels louder than it should, come back where the quiet held you good.
Canvas waiting for the paint to touch its face. Empty pages begging for the words to find their place. I've been scared to make a mark, afraid to start, but creation lives inside my heart. No more waiting for permission, time to follow my own vision. Let the colors bleed and run, let the masterpiece be done. Imperfection makes it real, that's the beauty I can feel. Let the music fill the air, let me show the world I care. No more hiding what's inside, time to let my spirit fly. Used to think that art was only for the few. Now I know that everyone's got something new to express, to share, to give away in their own unique way. No more waiting for permission, time to follow my own vision. Let the colors bleed and run, let the masterpiece be done. Imperfection makes it real, that's the beauty I can feel. Let the music fill the air, let me show the world I care. No more hiding what's inside, time to let my spirit fly. Every stroke is meant to be, every note's something free. Art is not about perfection, it's about the true connection. Let the colors bleed and run, let the masterpiece be done. Imperfection makes it real, that's the beauty I can feel. Let the music fill the air, let me show the world I care. No more hiding what's inside, time to let my spirit fly. Let it fly, let it soar, create some more.
Driving through the back roads where we grew up. Windows down and music turned way up. Everything looks smaller than it used to be, but it still means the world to me. You can leave but never really go. Home is in your soul. These small towns Cool make breeze through rubber trees, cinnamon sand on lazy knees, haymark knots in salty road, sunset paints a kaleidoscope. Swing with me, next slow, I'll impulse in afterglow. No fairy horn, no city call, just the hush before nightfall. Swing with me, let it all. Elko Beach in lantern chains, seafood smoke on gentle flames, barefoot steps leave no trace. Time forgets its hurried pace. Swing with me, next slow, I'll impulse in afterglow. No fairy horn, no city call, just the hush before nightfall. Swing with me, let it all. Bicycle bells on Coral Road, coconut milk in heavy load. Every turn a softer view, that keeps peace for me and you. Swing with me, next slow, I'll impulse in afterglow. No fairy horn, no city call, just the hush before nightfall. Swing with me, let it Comac fades in the starlit sea. Swing with me, island dream. Big glass wall at the boarding gate, runway lights in a silver chain. You sit quiet with your hoodie up, hands wrapped loose round a paper cup. Numbers flicker on the overhead, names of cities you've never met. You say, lately I feel stuck between. I say, right now still a real scene. We don't need to say the perfect thing, we can let the engine hum and sing. We can let the slate flight glow, hold the space you barely show. Every little tremor in your chest, we can park it here and call it rest. We can watch the runway lights stretch the edges of the night. I don't need to know where you'll arrive, just to feel you sitting by my side. Suitcase wheels rolling past our feet, soft PA in a distant beat. You trace clouds on the plastic seat, like the skies you're scared you'll never reach. You say, what if I don't turn out right? Like there's one way to be in this life. I tap your sneaker with the tip of mine, say you're allowed to figure it in real time. You breathe in slow like the air turned kind, like the glass stopped pressing on your mind. We can let the slate flight glow, hold the space you barely show. Every little tremor in your chest, we can park it here and call it rest. We can watch the runway lights stretch the edges of the night. I don't need to know where you'll arrive, just to feel you sitting by my side. Let the departure scroll on past your name. You don't have to play along with every frame. We can count the planes as they lift and dive, call them all the times you made it out alive. If tomorrow pulls you through another door, metal detectors, polished floors. Close your eyes and hear this steady tone where your heartbeat didn't feel alone. Lean back, let your shoulders sink. Let the sky do all the thinking. Lean back, let the minutes slide. You don't have to pick a side. We can let the slate flake glow. Hold the space you barely show. Every little tremor in your chest. We can park it here and call it rest. We can watch the runway lights stretch the edges of the night. I don't need to know where you'll arrive, just to feel you sitting by my side. Boarding line slowly starts to form. Night air curling through the sliding doors. If the world feels bigger than your stride, remember how the gate held you inside. Window fogs with our quiet breath. Lo-fi playlist hums beneath. Your socked feet steal the blanket's edge. We're two puzzle pieces on the ledge. No rush, no noise, just the radiator sigh. Every heartbeat says stay, don't fly. Chill with me, living room cafe glow. Couched in steep, hearts moving slow. Hands loose, eyes soft, let the evening breathe. You're the warmth I never wanna leave. Candle flickers, we grin in tune. There's kinda hush in this little room. Chill with me, mellow and near, play it soft. Right here. Pizza box thrown on the coffee table. Your laugh's the hook in every fable. Rain taps Morse on the windowsill. We